A local cannabis executive has thrown his hat into the ring to represent District 35 in the South Dakota House of Representatives. Dakota Territory's Blake Trolley sat down with Emmet Reistroffer to find out more about his campaign and his objectives.
Emmet Reistroffer is running in the Republican primary to serve in the House of Representatives for District 35, encompassing eastern Rapid City, Rapid Valley, and Box Elder. The 35-year-old says he decided to run the day conservative influencer Charlie Kirk was fatally shot.
Seeing such a prolific action of hate in our political dialogue just made me feel like, it's time for my generation to step up, for younger people to get involved.
Reistroffer is one of two founders of Genesis Farms, a state-licensed medical cannabis company. However, he does not own any stake in the company, but is rather an employee. Despite his profession, his campaign announcement states he's not just another pro-pot activist. In fact, his press release says he's opposed previous legalization ballot measures as he found them poorly written. He clarified his stance on recreational cannabis during our interview.
I fully support legalizing and regulating it with common sense rules if it's written properly. But ultimately, it will be here, it is here, and so we need to figure out how and when. I'm not going to file a bill on day one and make it my primary issue, but as the issue becomes more and more pressing, as we see millions and millions of dollars go over to Minnesota, I think our state legislature as a whole is going to have to look at how do we address this. We certainly don't want South Dakotans going back and forth to Minnesota, breaking the law, sending money out of state. Eventually, we're going to have to legalize and regulate it here.
Reistroffer identified pushing for a taxpayer Bill of Rights as one of his key issues. He says he has yet to draft any legislation, but that he wants South Dakota to make a law and agreed upon formula for funding government. The Bill of Rights would also call for surplus funds to be returned to the taxpayers.
When we collect more tax revenue than what is needed, that tax revenue doesn't just go into an account. Politicians' eyes get all big and they get all excited. What can we spend your money on?
Reistroffer did note in the interview that property tax relief could be a way to return those excess funds. Our full interview with the Republican candidate will air online Monday. I'll send it back.